Alright, hello everybody, Skyrain here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. The patch is now live. Here we are with a couple changes, nothing too major mind you, but I'm still going to cover the more important ones that are more relevant to everything. First and foremost here, if you can hear in the background mind you, change of music in Westmarch in certain areas. It's only around the Elder Rift and sometimes around here at the Battleground Captain. It feels very Halloween-like. I'm hoping there's going to be a seasonal event coming up here very soon. I've never heard this before as far as the music choice goes. I'm very happy about it, considering we've heard the same droning music in Westmarch forever now, so this is a very, very welcome change of pace. Did not expect this at all. This came out of left field, so I'm over the moon ecstatic over it, to be honest. And it's the little things, right? It's the little things. All right, let me let you take that in a little bit more here. All right, you can listen to it when you get in the game yourselves. I just want to give a little sample of it there. I definitely am happy about it. But anyway, what's new? Tower War is here. Tower War is here. Now, I always laugh at, as you can see down here at the bottom, the Tower War matching times from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. No, 12 noon. They've never changed this, and I don't think they ever will. This is hilarious, mind you. But, yeah. And then 2 to 4, 8 to 10. All right, that's Tower War. The new season starts as of today. Only runs for less than a month, so if you want to get your rewards, get in there, knock them out, and once you get the legend, I'd say stop, because that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, all right, Tower War's here. Moving on to the next thing. Pardon me there. What else is new? Go to Settings. You go to Interface. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Combat Value Display. You can change the size of the numbers on the screen. All right. So here's the little tab down at the bottom. It says Select. So right now it's on Recommended. Now in the patch notes, they did say you can turn them off. However, that's not the case. There is no off option here. Me being on PC, this has never really been a bother to me. This is something that might be interesting, I think, to newer players or returning players. But for those of us who have been playing since day one, we're so accustomed to seeing these that changing them now is probably going to be a bit more of a culture shock than anything else. So I'm leaving them as they are, but you can make them even bigger if you want, which is probably crazy on a mobile device. Or you can make them smaller. You can make them tiny. But I'm leaving them on recommended. So anyway, there's that. All right. That's where that's at to do. On to the next thing. The most important thing, personally, I think, and the most greatest change in this minor update is right here. Shadow rank goals. The weekly goals. They're now all listed. Isn't this glorious? What a glorious sight this is indeed. Now, I did have one left before this event before the patch went live. So I'm happy that I had one left because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to test this out. So I had 19 of 20. I picked an Elder Rift. Ran it real quick. You still have to come into this menu and claim them over here. There'll be a little button to claim. So you still have to do that after you complete each one of these, whichever they may be. Now, I'm hoping they're not going to be the same as the Immortals, where the Immortals have 60 weekly goals, so they have a longer list to choose from. They have more options, but as Immortals, the biggest bang for your buck would be doing bounties you'd abandon them and pick them back up again, so you can constantly rehash them over and over again. And you complete them that way. But you can only do that 5 times per day. Same with like a dungeon or what any of the events for Immortals. I remember they had like a 5 time a day limit. Since the Shadow weekly goals is only 20, hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully we can pick one of these and just spam over and over and over again. Personally, I won't be able to test this until Monday, of course, mind you, but I'm personally probably going to be I'm just going to spam daily dungeons and Elder Rifts. and boom, done. So this is glorious. This is a long time. Should have happened a long time ago. I personally think the one day there was a whole bunch of us in the Diablo Immortal Discord that had posted our complaints about it, and I think it finally got through to somebody's ear, one of the devs. Hopefully they were tied down to a chair and pushed their face into the computer screen and be like, look, we want this change now. Because it only took over 2 years to get it. But yeah, what we had most times is what we all posted that particular day in the Immortal Discord, I remember, was these 3 pain points here because they are all time gated. They're all around the same time, and you can't do them. And then there's been multiple weeks that I had in a row of, I started with, as luck would have it, these are the 3 that I got. And I'm like, really? I can't do these until later in the day. This is terrible. So I am absolutely happy that this has finally been implemented. All right, on to the next thing. All right, so here we are inside a dungeon now. They added the damage tracker, same as the training dummies, mind you, so it's nothing really too majorly over the top. But here it is, just showing it. You'll get a little pop-up box saying, uh-oh, well, maybe I should type a few things here. Now, as you can see, my voice lines in the game are muted. Now, I don't know, let me know in the comments, obviously, any of you out there that have this issue ongoing. Because, for whatever reason, I have no voice lines in the game. I have not had that since the last update, and it hasn't been fixed. So, it could be a PC thing, I don't know. I did the whole uninstall, reinstall bit, and that still didn't help at all. It did help flush out a lot of the old junk files that are no longer needed, that the devs just, for whatever reason, every time they put out a new build for the game, they just leave in there. They don't wipe that stuff, so we have to do it ourselves. If you ever notice your game bogging down, that's one way of doing it. At least I do it on PC. Every so often I do a uninstall, reinstall, flush, and it makes it seem to run just a little bit better for a time anyway. But nonetheless, that issue, I have no idea why there's no voice lines in dungeons. They're broken. So let me know in the comments if you have that happen. I don't know. It's probably just a PC thing. But anyway, there you go. I did some damage there. Obviously, the damage per second is going to keep dropping until I take out some more mobs, but that's not the thing here. You hit the little magnifying glass. It will bring up the larger list, of course, for everything else. And then you can see what does what, of course. Same as on a training dummy. It is what it is. It does what it's supposed to do. Fortunately, you can click on the magnifying glass only to bring this up because this stuff takes up far too much real estate on the screen as it is than what we already have. So I'm glad that you can kind of hide that a little bit. There you go. All right, and then to round things out here, I wanted to wrap it up with the events because, in particular, the Toil of Virtue. This was posted on subreddit. They were complaining because the rewards, they were not able to complete and get them all because it was supposed to end today. However, they extended it, apparently, by 1 additional day. They even changed the date, which I thought was very interesting. So we literally only have the rest of today to get this done, so do not miss out if you want the rest of your rewards for it. Okay, this is the most important one on the list. Speaking of other events, a lot of these are ending in a couple days. This one, the Fractured Plane, a couple days. Hungering Moon in a couple days. Conqueror is ending in a couple days. However, Conqueror, as seen here, as per usual, to get the full amount of your event tokens, you can never get that done the first time around. It's literally the last couple days before this event ends, it resets. And it resets in the middle of the week, which is why it always bothered me in this particular event for whatever reason. It's just this one. But you can get more than the remaining tokens than what you need. Instead of just 10, you're getting around, I think, 17 or something to that effect. The challenge tasks, however, once you complete those stay done. It's everything else above has reset for the weekly tasks. So get in, get some more event tokens if you want with this, and off to the races you go. That's it. That should cover the vast majority of it. We won't be getting the new runes until the 30th, so that's still a few more days off yet before we can even get our hands on looking at that and hoping that we'll see a drop again. But anyway, we'll leave this here. Stay safe out there in the real world, and far as everybody, take care of yourselves as best you can, one day at a time. That's all we can do. Until next time, see ya.